I'm Kathy Ellerman and this is Almeria Life, brought to you by Remax Paraíso, the experts in property sales on the Costa Almeria, and bringing you an insight into life here on the Costa Almeria. Now, passion is a word that you may not automatically associate with bridge. However, as Janci Clifton from the Mojácar Bridge Club, who has kindly popped into our Mojácar office today to chat to us, tells me, actually, bridge players are very, very, very passionate about the game. Why? Why does bridge make provoke or bring out such passion in people?
Well, I think because every game is different. You never see the same game again. And you're competing against others. This is duplicate bridge, where everyone plays the same boards on their table. So it brings out the competitiveness in people.
But I mean, the thing about bridge is I've never played bridge, but I know that it is not something that you can pick up overnight. It's something which you have to work quite hard at to learn how to play. Would that be a fair assessment?
Well, yes, because you think you're playing the game, and then 2 years on, you realise, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know any of this then. So,
really, after 2 years?
Oh yeah, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and now I think, how did I manage to play 8 years ago when I didn't know that? So it's an ongoing, you're forever learning, even the top, most experienced players. You're always learning because every hand is a challenge. So the challenge you have to deal with that challenge in the best way so that you make the best results and you get the top by doing that.
Right, so, and I suppose there's this feeling that you could always perhaps be doing better by learning a new
convention or new... Yes, you do. You can think, well, I should have played that differently. Right. You can have an inquest in your mind after.
Yeah.
I know where I went wrong, and other tables have made more tricks out of it than you have. So it's always pushing the limit, pushing to try and get the top score out of that game.
Right, because it's certainly something which, as we were saying, that people spend a lot of time. In a week, they might spend quite a lot of time playing bridge. How
5 times you can play a week, or as often as there is, because you play in people's homes.
Right. You
have 4s in people's homes, and that goes on all the time.
So how popular is bridge in this area? Are there a lot of bridge players out there?
Well, it needs more publicity because at the moment we just have the free paper.
Right. So this is the Mojácar Bridge Club.
The Mojácar Bridge Club, which plays in Ture.
Right.
It started in Mojácar, so it's confusing to people, but they actually play just about 5 minutes from Mojácar. And it's started with just about 3 tables, and it's built up. So it's very much like all the clubs. There's a mass exodus of expats in the summer.
Right.
They all go to their UK or their own country.
Right.
And so it's very much an unknown quantity. We can get up to 13 tables in the winter, and then we're playing 3 tables all through the summer.
Right, so there's scope for more people to join in, or there's space for more people.
Because they don't know about it.
Yeah.
And most people go online. I've done it in Sweden, I've played in Sweden, Burma, you go online or the library.
Yeah.
But basically online you just put in bridge in the area, and it'll come up our bridge club for Mojácar. And so that's how it is, people come.
So wherever people go, bridge players go, they look for a bridge game.
Yeah, I play in Benidorm, there's a club up there, so you can go and play there. And people like to keep their bridge up. Again, especially good players, they probably think they can go along and beat someone in a club where they're going to.
Right.
But they're keen, they love to play. It is, as you say, a passion.
I'm seeing a whole different soul, or seeing bridge in a whole different light. I guess it's kind of got a sort of a traditional image of being very much a sort of a very respectable game which is played in the suburbs of people quietly playing bridge, but clearly it's a lot more passionate than that. So.
Because the passion can come out in anger at times, which it shouldn't.
So the bridge club, is it really for bridge experts, experienced bridge players, or because there might be people who think, gosh, well, if it's that exciting and people get into it that much, I'd really like to learn how to play.
No, it's for everyone. But you need to have a knowledge of bridge. You need to have played bridge. And if you're a beginner, Les, over the past few years, has taken a class on a Monday evening.
And Les is
Les is the director.
Right.
Les and Shirley run the club. And so Les has taken the people for an hour before and improved their game so they feel more confident playing against much better players. And so you would need a basic level of play.
But you don't need to be absolutely.
But you don't need to be.
Super
they're all levels, and
fantastic.
we have to have it that way. You can't because of the people that come here, and they're all different levels, and we want them to come. I meant to realise I don't know how many members there are, but there are a lot of members, but they're never all there together.
Right. And various nationalities, or
various nationalities, Belgian, Norwegian, French. Yes, it's very much an international. You don't need.
Nice.
You only need to be able to speak to your partner, really, because we use bidding boxes. So you don't need to say anything.
Right.
So it brings all nationalities.
Oh well, that's really nice. So it's also an opportunity to meet people. I assume unless you're just too busy competing to socialise.
Socialise. Use your brain. And it's 2 nights. It's on a Monday and a Wednesday from 7 till 10-ish.
And where does the Bridge Club meet?
It meets in the Third Age building in Touré.
Right.
So anyone that wanted to know more about it could phone the director, Les, and get more details of where it is.
And the telephone number is people can find it in the local press. We have the telephone number right here, so people can phone Les or Shirley on 950 437 100. And there is also is there a website, or is there an email address or information on the internet if people want to look up?
If you look up on the internet, it will come up as it will come up as. It started at Los Gallardos, so it may say Los Gallardos or Mojácar, but it will be the only bridge club. Yes, and it's €3 a session for non-members,
right?
Or you can become a member as a one-off life member for €15.
Right, so which is a bargain.
And that reduces the sub to €2 a week. And also we have a lovely annual dinner for members.
Right. So it isn't all cutthroat competition then, there is a more relaxed social side to it as well.
Yes.
Well, I mean, really, it's another example of how spoilt for choice we are here, really, in this area, and that there's clubs and activities for all tastes, isn't there?
Yes.
So, well, Janci, thank you ever so much for coming in. Thank you very much for popping in to see us and chatting to Almeria Life. As I say, it's been shed a completely different light on bridge for me, at least. And I do hope that there are some keen bridge players out there who maybe didn't know about the club who will get in touch with you.
Yes, also people that come on holiday.
Yeah.
To find there is some bridge. There's in the summer.
Yeah, so people who are just passing through as well, they can get in a few bridge games, and presumably it's quite nice to have some different people who play slightly differently. So fascinating. Janci, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.